lot of your secrets now. But is there we are all living on hacks. So is there a hack on having a perfect day? Now, Brahma Muhurta starts at 3:30 in the morning. So if we're going to start that early, 3:34 in the morning, is there like a perfect day hack that you start at 4 in the morning and you end in bed at, say, 8:39, 10 max, and you've done justice to the body that you've been blessed with? Is there like a don't give all the details, I won't do injustice because you agreed to come on this podcast. Just give the simplest hacks anyone can follow for an ideal day and make this as a discipline.
That's a tough one, but I'll attempt.
Oh, I thought it's going to be very easy for you.
We have the day divided in 8 pairs. Rather than giving you a hack of a perfect day, if I am allowed to change this question slightly and yet answer the same thing,
Sure.
in potentially a better way, better in the sense, more easy for people to follow. See, we need a foot in the door. So I have messed up my life, you have messed up your life, fine. We're looking for hack, great. So we need a foot in the door to reverse the, right? So you have few entry points in the day where you can start to automatically, effortlessly begin to transform, in the sense, start getting aligned. So if I give you a hack for the day, for example, wake up at 4, which is what West does, and then you have instruction set, and then they deploy a coach and a mentor and send you the bill, which is heavy, which causes you more stress than the stress you had so far in your life. So rather than doing that kind of a hack, which is very heckling, by the way, change one thing. I gave you one today. It's easy for you. You can always move your food habit from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Just do that blindly. Don't think about it. Do that for 7 days. Doable. It's practical, right? You can't do this? Great. Don't do that. Take second one. Between 3:30 to 4:30, you in any case have a habit of having a break and having a coffee. Break from your work for 15 minutes and go out and connect with the nature. Connecting with the nature means just have a small walk or sit outside. Don't be in the glass building. 4:30. 3 to 4:35, no fixed timing. Intuitively, you know. So you say, okay, 5 o'clock every day, I'll take a break for 15 minutes. And I'll just listen to the sound of birds chirping and all that. So you're connecting back. So you're connecting to the pain. You can do that. Then go to bed by 9. You can do that. Then make sure that you don't sleep after 12 o'clock. Do that before that. Because 12 to 3 is a period of dark. When all the dark inside you is getting grounded, if you are awake, it comes in you. So you can actually experience that. 12 to 3, if you remain awake, do nothing. Don't occupy your mind. You will find enormous amount of fear coming. And next morning you will find, how do you know that fear has come in? I'll tell you the example. You're waiting for your son to come from school bus. Sounds like a dream because of pandemic, but once upon a time, it used to happen. Not very long ago. You have a joy of meeting him. If you have remained awake from 12 to 3, you will find in that joy, you are unnecessarily getting the fear that bus may meet with an accident. See your quality of life getting affected, a feeling of joy becoming a fear. And if you continue doing that for several days and weeks and months, you become a panic kind of a mother, right? So the joy is gone from you. So do that. Don't sleep after 12. Make sure that you are there. Most important thing among all that is from 3 p.m. to 9:15, start dropping your mind. Have faith in tomorrow. That tomorrow will come. And that will make you curious about sleep. Then you will be ready to go home. So any of these things, if you just pick one, multiple choice questions, pick one, and practice a few days, you will find that automatically life is becoming effortless. Everything is getting alive. So foot in the door.